In Fargus, there's an amazing knight of House Rowe they call the Grey Lion. I heard about him from Lenato, who was an acquaintance of his. Apparently he's getting old, but with each year that passes, he only hones his skills even more.
I've been informed of the surprise attack. That information could be devastating were the enemy to find out. It moves me to know I've been trusted with it. Edelgard and those within the army, they really do trust me. Initially, I had my own motives for joining the Black Eagle Strike Force. But now, all I want is to support Edelgard. What?
Randolph has fallen. He was a good person. It's a shame. When someone close to you dies, you really feel the horrors of war. Please watch out for yourself.
Last month's fight with the Knights of Seiros was a disaster. Are you asking if I'm okay with killing my former colleagues? Sometimes it's easier to get by without any personal attachment or religious beliefs.
I have excitement in my heart for secret tactics. I enjoy attacks that are surprising. Yes, hunting is doing surprise attacks on prey. Surprise attacks are safe with friends. Fewer injuries. That is a wonderful thing. I have no liking for the thought of losing anyone.
Driving back the Knights of Seiros is a big deal for the Imperial Army. Defeating the Alliance was hugely exciting, but this victory will probably just add to your reputation. Now, if you could only sway the loyalties of the Kingdom's lords. Is it even possible?
Next up is the Kingdom's capital. We're coming for you.
What's wrong? Was that too much? Maybe it was too dramatic.
Or I didn't yell it loud enough.
Right.
Next, we'll be headed to the kingdom capital of Ferdiad to begin the invasion, right? I wonder if we can defeat the Tempest King. We have to.
That was an unexpectedly fierce battle. The Knights of Seros were tough opponents. If the Archbishop had been there, we would have been in trouble. If it hadn't been for the efforts of the main force, who even knows?
Dimitri, the King of Fargus. He despises Edelgard and everything she stands for. I am of the opinion that a man seized by such strong feelings is not fit to be king. It is a sad situation, really. No, they cannot. Kingly judgment has to be wholly separate from the emotions of the individual. At any rate, I find it hard to imagine that Dimitri could defeat Edelgard.
Hey!
Professor? Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Between Garreg-Mach and Ferdiad stretch the plains of Teal'c. That's the site of the ancient battle where Nemesis, the King of Liberation, fought the prophet Seros. If our forces end up fighting our enemies there, it'll be a clash passed down through the ages.
Say now.
I need your help.
All right, off to the kingdom's capital we go. What's the matter? Should I not be excited? I can't help it. Everyone's got to have something to look forward to.
Hello there. This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes? This one, yes? This one, yes? I think this one, yes? This one, yes? This one, yes? This one, yes? I think. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. 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 You have a good. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing. Come again.
Here's my thought.
Right, right.
Hey! Professor?
Say now.
Yeah.
Yay! Thanks!
Since I allied with you and the Emperor, my resolve has never wavered. I abandoned my country. I am prepared to kill my father, and kill a man I once called my friend. Resolute as I am, my sword feels heavy.
Yes.
Okay.
Soon we'll assault Ferdiad, the kingdom's capital. This will be one for the history books. Our enemy won't hold anything back. I'm quivering with excitement at the very thought of it. Is it? I thought I sounded quite sincere. In any case, let's do our best. We're coming for you, Ferdiad! And so on.
Yes.
Destroying Seteth is a big achievement, but as long as the Archbishop remains in good health, we must remain vigilant. One day they'll probably try to surprise attack us again. We have to attack them first.
My brother fought proudly to the end.
and died an honorable death. He said something to me before the battle, that he was entrusting his dream to me. I'm gonna see this battle through to the end. I'm gonna fight for my brother.
I never thought this day would come, that I'd fight my homeland. My betrothed was a knight who served the king. He died bravely to protect the future of our country. Now I'm betraying the place he fought to protect. I'm betraying him. But I must do this. Professor, I believe in the path you have chosen for us.
The Knights of Seros. They certainly know how to inflict pain. However, the demon within me will be satiated only by fighting you. I'll take. I'll take. I'll take. I'll take. I'll take. I'll take it. My breath. I'll take. I'll take. My breath. I'll take. I'll take. I'll take it. I'll take. 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 My breath. My breath. I'll take. I'll take. I'll take. I'll take.
Right.
I heard that Randolph died in battle guarding Garreg Mach. We knew each other for, wow, more than 5 years. My chest feels tight. Think about it. There's no end in sight to the fighting. I might be next. Any of us could be. Together, eh? That sounds like one of Sylvain's old pickup lines. But, yes. Let's get through this war, together.
Okay.
I'm counting on you. I dedicated my life to serving the church. However, now, all that comes from the church is talk of spilling blood. Now that we've even lost Seteth, the possibility of the church returning to its former power is slim. Today, I came to beg the goddess to grant me leave to quit my position. From tomorrow, I live by my own values.
Okay. Hi there! Dear Goddess, even though we're denying the doctrine and fighting the Knights, I keep praying to the Goddess. When I think about those who have fallen in battle, I have no choice but to pray. The Goddess of the Church may be a fallacy, but I'm sure she still exists in some form. I'm weak. I would be nothing without her.
Huh?
Professor, some people are so in awe of King Dimitri, they call him the Tempest King. After he wins, there won't be anything left. He'll be a storm, leaving nothing behind. He hates the Empire so much, he's willing to do anything to bring it down. No. Then again, maybe we just didn't actually know him at all. We'll be fighting Dimitri and his troops soon. We all ought to train a little harder if we want to stay alive.
Professor. The way your sword glides through the air, I am in awe. You, paired with that sword, it may bring about my end. I do not know. Perhaps I do. Long ago, when the Death Knight saw you in the Holy Mausoleum, I came to an understanding that it is you, and you alone, who are capable of slaying me. Only you, with your sword, can do it. Upon reflection, I can see that our encounter was fated to happen. Ever since then, I've been thinking. Why indeed? Why was the Death Knight fixated so fervently upon you? At that moment, he fell under your spell. You who wields the sword of the Creator. And now, as I fight alongside you, I too fall victim to your spell. That I am unable to fight you is truly regrettable. Yes, I suppose that is true. This futile, pointless war. Let us end it quickly, then. Uniting Fodlan and overthrowing the Church are mere trivialities to me. All I truly need is you. You, and nothing else. Perhaps that is true, viewed in a certain light. And please, don't get yourself killed by some foolish brigands. You must live, that we might fight one another to the death. I must know which one of us will emerge victorious. For now, I will have to use my imagination and savor the potential outcomes of that future. I can see it now. You swiftly dodging my blade, and then at last, your sword piercing my flesh. I stumble to the ground, gasping for air, breathing my last. Or perhaps my blade will pierce you first. No. That is enough. I must refrain from such fantasies. They make my urge to slay you all the stronger. It is enough to stand by your side while I await that day of true pleasure. Indeed. You and I are fated to be intertwined. I will follow you to the very gates of hell.
I used to live in the kingdom capital with my parents. I know we've got no choice but to fight the kingdom, but I really don't want Ferdiad to become a battlefield. Lots of my old friends still live in the city, and many people there were kind to me. If fighting breaks out there, all of those people might get caught up in it.
Professor, halt! Don't come in here. I thought I told you to forget about that. There's something I don't want you to see. So, you know about it. Yes, it's a portrait of you. I painted it myself. It's, quite disgraceful. I did a terrible job with it, and it looks nothing like you. I'm happy that you appreciate my efforts, but please don't touch that door.
That reminds me.
You must know about the Western Church in the Kingdom and the Eastern Church in the Alliance. But you probably don't know about the Southern Church. It used to exist a long time ago in Enbar. About 120 years ago, they had a massive insurrection. The bishop of the Southern Church who participated was exiled by the furious emperor. After that, the empire reconciled with the Central Church, but relations continued to be strained. That history has probably laid the groundwork for the current antagonism among the Empire's citizens.
There are stories of heroes' relics 1,000 years ago, of which we have no real evidence today. So many, in fact, that I'm led to wonder if those relics are nothing more than legends. Especially since we know of relics like those passed down in the families of the 10 Fodlan elites.
Hey, you!
Well... I've got a dream, you know. I don't know if it'll come true, but it's nice to hope. Remember when I went to Brigid with Petra? I drew a picture of some of the flowers I saw there. Next time, I want to go even farther. Maybe Dagda. Maybe even past that. I want to fill a whole book with drawings of the biggest plants I see. And the carnivorous ones especially. Oh, I hope I get the chance.
It seems we will soon set foot in Ferdiad. I used to live there, you know, though that was before my time in the Officers' Academy. That's right. I was enrolled at the School of Magic there for a time. Trouble within the kingdom forced me to return to Alliance lands. There was much I had yet to learn.
Well, that was certainly frightening. You're very perceptive, Professor. Having to fight against the Church of Saros was unnerving. To push back against something I've hinged so much of my life upon, I was terrified. But now we must fight Lady Rhea, and I won't back down.
Really?
How have we come to this? Fighting the Archbishop and her knights? I'd never imagined. I hate this so much. Professor, I tried. I gave treatment to everyone I could, but lives were still lost. The infirmary is as much a morgue right now as it is a place of care and healing.
There's a school of sorcery in Ferdiad, which is staffed by the top minds of magical research. The study of crests and sorcery should not be separate. I've often thought I should pay them a visit someday. I never imagined I might end up invading the place with an army, though. Not how I imagined it at all.
This was a trying month, but we did manage to hold Garrig Mach. If only just. The power of Seteth and Flame was certainly a sight to behold. The Archbishop's supporters were strong, but with this victory, we have all but cornered the Church of Seros and its knights. The goddess above shall give way to the darkness that has long dwelled below. I have a request for you. This was a trying part with the goddess of...
I am relieved. Seems simple enough. I am... All right. Wow.
Got a sec? Is that so?
Professor.
You have my thanks.
It is a perfect day to exert oneself.
Yeah, that'll work.
It is done.
Can I use this off the battlefield?
I'm getting the hang of it.
One step before the next step.
Making strides.
I'm starting to get it. Now to apply this knowledge. Let's see it in action.
It is part of me